crowd. So you go out there in the wintertime and work with them during the indoor season, right? But then you don't. Are you not with them?
No, well, I am a volunteer coach.
Okay.
So this is my 14th year, and I retired from work about 14 years ago. And I called the coach and said, "Do you mind if I come by?" So I went by I live in Los Angeles, so I came for 2 weeks, and next year's my 15th year, so I got to kind of like the college kids. So I go back for the indoor season, which sometime in January through March, and then I come back for the outdoor season.
Okay.
And I come back earlier other times.
So you did get a break in between the indoor and the outdoor.
I have another life. I got a life. I got another life. So,
how big of a thrill is it to have these girls come to Hayward Field?
It's unreal. I haven't been we went to the regionals, the East regionals, I guess about 10 days ago, and it was really exciting.
Yeah.
To see the girls run and see them improve, see them work together, see how fine young ladies they are, and just to see how they developed over the years and really bound together and they trained together and everything worked out real well. We have one girl in the 400 and then the 4x4 has a good chance to do well. Hopefully we'll run real well.
Now, has that relay almost exceeded expectations, how fast it ran?
The coach said at the beginning of the year, Coach Hurt said that, you girls can do this, and then they started believing it. We even have a faster time for them. So they ran 3:35 in the regionals, which is, compared to what Oregon and some of the other schools, it's a little bit shy, but it's what we have. And I think they can run a second and a half or so faster. But you just mentioned about Oregon. I first came here in 1964. So it's the last time I was here. I won the 800
That was the last time you were here?
Yeah.
It's been 50 years almost.
49.
49 years.
Yeah. Well, I won the 800 here.
How's it look compared to 1964?
I don't remember. I remember this was it here, right? Is this?
Yeah.
Well,
both sides sort of look the same at that.
Was it?
At that time.
I can't remember that far back. But I do remember staying in the dorms over somewhere near here, and then came across.
So you were running in '64 professionally by then, or still in college?
No, NCAAs.
NCAAs.
They were here.
Yeah.
And I won it, and I was like shocked, So what I tell them is, I came here. I didn't even want to come to the NCAAs. The coach said at the time, you have to go. So I came and I made it through the first round, made it through the second round, and I won the race. So I tell them the same thing,
Yeah.
I never thought I'd
shock the world, right?
Shock the world. Yeah. But I think it's wonderful. And I just flew in I live in Los Angeles, so I just flew in, and you fly and see the science track town.
Yeah.
Now my brother's a women's coach at Princeton.
Sure.
So
he's been here before.
Yeah.
Since then. But when you walked in for the first time today, did it bring back any memories?
I'm looking around,
or is it so different and barely even?
I can't remember 50 years ago. So I can't remember what I had for lunch. So, but it is different. It's much more expanded. The campus is larger.
Sure.
But the track is still 400 meters. Still the same.
Back then it was yards.
It might have been yards. Probably was
sure
yards.
It was.
Yeah. And then Bowerman was around. Phil Knight was around.
Sure.
So I remember going in the back of Bowerman's car.
Oh, really?
Want to wear these? I said no thanks.
Do you remember the competition in that race?
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys from Oregon State, weren't there? One? Or
there was a guy named Morgan Groth.
Yeah.
Morgan's a good friend of mine, but he didn't run the 800. And there was a guy, I forget his name, but another guy from Oregon. You remember his name?
From
Darrell Burleson was he?
No, not Darrell.
He was
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Jan Underwood.
Yeah.
Jan Underwood. Yeah. No, I remember when I ran, the coach said stay close to the lead. So I came off the last turn, and I was on the inside. And there was a guy from USC in front of me. And what happens when you go down the straight, we have a tendency to drift. So I passed him on the inside. And I finished.
He gave you the rail then, and you took it.
Yeah. So then the head coach of the Olympic team at 64 to come, he came over to me, Bob Keegan guy from Yale. He said, "Congratulations, you won." I said, "I won what?" I didn't know I won. I was like, I didn't realize it.
So then you went right from that meet to the Olympic trials then in '64?
Basically.
I see. Wow, great.
So those are all the good memories.
Yeah.
So what I say is that to these kids, the year before my sophomore year, I didn't make the conference finals. The following year, I made the Olympic finals. So you can, if you want to do something and you keep your mind to it, anything can happen, and your dream can be realized. So, but not being able to run well one year to the next year running well, it can happen to anybody.
You're a good guy to have in their corner, it sounds like. You know?
I like these girls. I like the girls.
That's great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,